Hey, this is Rachel Bennett with Charles River Aquatic Swim Tips. Today we're going to be talking about breaststroke kick. There are two different incorrect breaststroke kicks that we see at Charles River Aquatics, and Alex is going to demonstrate both of them for us. He's going to start with the scissor kick. A scissor kick is when swimmers are avoiding internal rotation of their hips. So this is external rotation. This is generally more comfortable for people than internal rotation, which is like this. So it's a rotation of the hips. So Alex is going to show us a scissor kick. Go ahead, Alex. So what we'll see is his hips are going to twist, and one foot will be flexed and the other one will be pointed. So he's not achieving a symmetrical kick. Alex, come back to the same thing. Yeah, so his hips are twisting slightly. One foot, it looks like his left foot is pointing and his right foot is the one that's flexing out, which is what we're looking for. So this is an asymmetrical kick, not efficient, and also not a legal breaststroke kick. Next, Alex is going to demonstrate for us a frog kick. So frog kick is when the knees track outside of the feet, like this, instead of the whip kick, which is when the knees stay inside of the feet, like this. So Alex, go ahead and show us a frog kick. Yeah, so his knees are way wide. He's flexing his feet and the kick is symmetrical, but because the knees are tracking very far out, thank you, come back to the same thing. Because his knees are tracking outside of his heels, it's creating a lot of drag. The water is pressing against his legs, and he also has to squeeze his legs together instead of just his feet and his calves. Thank you, Alex, beautiful. So we use a couple of different things to correct this. I'm gonna have Alex hop out and he'll go over it with us. Climb on up. So I'm gonna have you hop on the block. In swim lessons, this is how we correct the kick. Here we go. And teach the kick. Great, Alex. So the instructor will pull the feet up, and we don't manipulate the feet. What we do is create pressure, and Alex is just gonna push his feet back into me. Good, yeah, just like that. So what we have here, symmetrical kick, that internal rotation of the hips, and I'm pressing against the insides of his feet, pushing in. Nice job, hop off. Great. Thank you, Alex. There is a way to practice this at home. So Alex is actually going to do the same thing up here against the wall. So you want your knees to be as close to the wall as possible. Great. You can start with pointed toes, and then you're going to flex them out. There you go, yeah. And you want to get your knees as close to the wall as you can. Good. Yeah. This is very challenging for a lot of adults, myself included. It has to do with hip flexibility. So the goal is to be able to get the entire body against the wall. That's the goal. And so this is a great way to not only stretch our hip muscles, but also to build flexibility. Alex, are you feeling like a pinching or burning sensation in your hips when you're in that position?
Just a lot of stretching.
Yeah. Okay, hop up. So a lot of people, again, myself included, have tight hip flexors. That comes from our very seated lifestyle. This shortens our hip flexors, sitting down in a chair all the time. So a really easy stretch if your child or yourself are doing this stretch at home and you're feeling that pinching or burning sensation. Really easy stretch is to just do a little lunge. So just step forward here. I'm gonna square the hips. Yeah, Alex, great. Good. So square the hips, turn more towards the front leg as possible, and you'll feel it just down here. And this will help to loosen that up so you'll be a little bit more comfortable when you do that stretch. You can hold it for 30 seconds on each side. When the swimmer is against the wall practicing that position, it's really a good idea to have them press their feet against the wall, because as the instructor is pushing the feet back on the wall, that's building a lot of muscle memory, which is our goal in swim lessons. Ready, Alex? Yeah, try that again. Do it again. Yeah, so knees close together and close to the wall. Great. Yeah, and it takes time to get into this position sometimes. Great. Can you get your knees closer, Alex? Yes. Great. And then what I want you to do is just press your feet as though you're pushing off the wall, exactly, yeah. Using your feet. So you want it to almost be like yeah, that's it. So that's like building muscle memory. Awesome. Hop back in the water for me. Let's look at actual correct breaststroke kick in the pool. You're so stretched out now. All right. Go ahead, yeah. So knees are going to be inside of the feet. Yeah, nice symmetrical kick. His toes are out. Very narrow kick, creating very little drag. Alex, come back, do that again for us, just so we get a really good visual. Great. Yeah, toes are out. Nice narrow kick. All of the pressure is against the insides of the feet and the insides of the calves. Thank you, Alex. Beautiful job. This is Rachel with Charles River Aquatic Swim Tips. Have fun swimming.